Hello and welcome again, everyone. It's gonna be a 9.3 kind of day. Let's see how well that goes. Oh. What's going on there? That's one thing I like about the Swedish Light Tank Premium is that it has a scout function. Feeling this like a good spot. It is. We're gonna get up that hill anyway. Oh shoot, something got me. See if I can do any good in this thing. Hint, probably not. But I'm gonna try. I suppose we are in a really good position. Maybe it'd be a good chance for me to get a couple kills with this. Or not. There are planes coming. Or is that a helicopter? I think that's a helicopter. It's doing too much of the up and down. So a tank over there. think he's got him. Oh, shoot. Nope. I didn't do much. Oh, neat.
Let's keep the pressure on. Victory is
I didn't
close.
completely explode. Okay, this one I had changed. I believe it's set to like C and one of my mouse buttons. I mean, what range can I lock? Somebody shot him anyway. Someday. Come on, lock. You can do it. You got this. There was something else over there. What was it? I don't know. I'm just gonna drive it in and see what happens.
Attention to the designated grid zone. Enemy forces have captured the zone. Keep it up, and victory will be ours. Attention to the designated grid zone. Attention to the designated grid square.
Seeing much. It's like the range on this for a lock is like 2 kilometers, maybe? It doesn't feel very far. Charles, you can do it. Come on. Hit him good. Hi, Charles. Saw that little fluttering bit, and I was wondering, ooh, is that something to shoot at? Ooh, a civilian airliner.
Another zone captured, we have the advantage. Just keep it up, and victory will be ours.
There's something.
captured.
You go. Your song. Maybe he crashed. Wouldn't be the first time. I think we got this anyway. I think just survive. We got a few moments. And I shot at nothing. Hey, I got Still Best Squad. Nice. Charles did all the work there. Really riding Charles' coattails there. What do I have that I can put in here? 9.3. I don't have a ton of options in my aviation tree. Like, it's the 104, and I really don't want to take that. Yeah, that thing. I don't know how that one is. I do have this one researched. It's in that slot. How much is a crew cost? 140k. What that gets for weapons. Bullpups. I think this is the one that gets the little assist rockets, isn't it? If anybody got some good suggestions for what to take with me. Oh yeah, I've seen it all right. I am steering way clear of that. I'm sure they're going to find ways to try and link it into this, like, oh, get new skins. Oh, get new objects. Get these things you don't need. Oh, reloading. Nice. I need that. That's what I need. More reloading. What I don't need is new esports team YOLO swag. Skins on my tank. But if that's your style, go for it. Rock it. If that's the style you want, go for it. I don't think people even say that anymore. Well, I worry about taking anything like 9.7 because, like, if that was the case, I can take the AV-8. But I wonder about that bumping me up. A4E. Yeah, I don't have the E. I just have the B. Maybe I'll just take that one. What's the difference in secondaries? Oh my. Oh my. Compared to the B, that's much nicer. What's this thing get? If these were Zunis. Oh well. Does it have a bomb computer? Where can I see that sort of information? Like, how do I know if something has a bomb computer? So I can always just take it in a test fly. Let's go take this one out and see how it is. This one seems to have a good mix of stuff I could use. But I'm not really sure. The AVA-A and C have bomb computers. That's 9.7. So very close to 10. Let's see. Nope, it does not. It does not. Or at least I can't turn it on because I don't have any. I suppose if it doesn't have a ballistic computer, chances are it doesn't have a bomb computer. Hi. They seem to have struck something. Still good, though. Stable. Okay, maybe not that yet. I think I just need to focus on using what I got right here. I think the only premium that has crossed my mind recently, I'm not sure if the F4J UK is one, but the only one that's really passed my mind recently has been the new Swedish one, the Vidar. Just because I want more artillery. I just think artillery is such an interesting component that's underutilized.
Ready up! Driver ready! Gunner ready! Weapons ready!
It's Wally. Hello, Wally. Spotted anything. Oh, shoot! Someone nailed me. Tracers work both ways, buddy. Nice. Congrats on that. That's a lot of time. I'd go join these ones instead. And this might be the safer route. So far, Pro, what's your favorite plane to play? Just for fun. Oh, don't worry. Once I start up my ocean stuff, you're totally gonna get into the ocean thing. Trust me. I'm joking. Kind of. Not really. I think the biggest thing that they could do if they wanted to get people into Navy more is they need to expand it towards the modern age. They need to bring in like Aegis cruisers. They need to bring in Typhoon submarines. Nice. So why the 21 over the 23 or 29? Is that right? 29? I don't know the MiG numbers as well as I wish I did. And the SMT model, isn't that the German one? Seeing people coming from this direction. They got to. They're gonna recognize that this is a hole. Somebody's sitting there. I think somebody's sitting there. Nope, it was not.
Attention to the map.
Okay, he just popped smoke over that location right there. Some camo I'm bringing with me.
Attention to the designated grid square.
I have this feeling somebody's going to try coming around this way. Right here. Somebody nailed me. I don't know where that came from either. There. They didn't kill me. I did not survive that encounter. I got an assist. Better than nothing. Let's take this out and see if we can get a kill. Whoops, stop. Closer one. I don't want to wait forever to get there.
Just a little more effort, and victory will surely be ours. Attention to the designated grid zone!
I already have to move at a leisurely pace to begin with. So far, my favorite from the German tree, Renee Malone, is the Flaurock because it's just kind of fun. Fun to say. How'd he die? Is that a plane that shot him down? Should I be worried? Shoot. That first shot was so close too.
Keep it up and victory will be ours.
Nice. I like that vehicle. That's a good one. Low profile. Missiles. Good stuff. Between the T-80s and the T-72, which do you prefer? And why? The sky is clear and I'm still here. This little era of box vehicles. It's great.
Attention to the designated grid zone. Allied forces have captured the zone.
Nice. I don't think I have anything with ERA. The highest level armor I have is the XM1, and I believe that is composite.
Designated grid square.
It's the one that has a bunch of the slats and plates in interspersed distances.
Attention to the map.
Enough. I think we got this. teammate died. Best squad. Oh, there he is. Trophy, what did I get? Oh boy. More backup vehicles. Just what I always wanted. Just what I wanted. How did the game know? I'm considering, after I finish this research, I might research into a helicopter. But maybe I should just continue in this so I can do it organically by just playing with them at the proper level. That's probably the better idea. Oh well, next match. Help with repairing. Watch, this will be the one time that I never come across anybody that needs to repair. Very nice. I need to build a new one at some point. I feel stable for right now in computing. I think my biggest bottleneck is my processor for when I'm trying to do the encoding, especially, and depending on the frame rate I want to play at. But I think for that problem, I want to go with the solution of oops, sorry. Go for the solution of instead building a second computer to act as the capture card for the computer so that the computer playing the game doesn't need to worry about rendering. Yes, the computer playing the game doesn't need to worry about recording or encoding, and the computer doing that stuff doesn't need to worry about playing the game. And I can just specialize them both to their own purposes. Okay, good to know. I'm not really sure at this level about how much ammo should I be bringing regularly. Well, that was a poor choice. I think I'm gonna pop his head out. Whoops.
Attention to the map. The enemy is winning.
Sorry. I just do not think that is the correct way to go. This one might be better. hit anything valuable there. Anyway, I didn't really have a good shot at him, it felt. We were just continually wounding him.
If we don't do something fast, the enemy will win.
That. There are not any levels in this game dark enough to warrant that. Came from. Over there. Alright. Full thumb then. It's very reflective in here.
Attention to the map.
Assume they're gonna take him out soon, but they keep failing at it.
More pressure on the enemy. They're winning.
Spinning a bit too much. Nice. I just managed to crash a helicopter while doing negligible damage. Don't mess with the Vulcan. And Vulcan dies. I got one with it. Oh, hey, let's use it again. It means if I don't move, I might be able to get one kill. Not a great match, but getting closer. Trained any of them for this one? Yeah, I'll stick with the helicopters.
Positions.
Driver ready. Gunner ready. Gunner ready.
I'm just gonna go follow my squad mate. Hey, squaddy, get back here. What? No, I'll catch up to you. Everybody driving with the guns out sideways. It is a real good feeling, though, to hit that shot on the move. The XM1 is zippy. I think that's my favorite thing about it, is that it's got good speed.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
Stay low, I might be okay. They're all overlooking that valley right now.
Attention to the designated grid zone.
Right, let's aim to at least get this then.
We have most of the zones.
I have not used it yet. I'm excited about it,
Ahead of the enemy.
but I have not gotten to use it yet. I'm not on the dev server.
Advancing.
I'm not sure what you have to do to be on the dev server. They're very excited about the AIM-9M. I think that's going to be a lot of fun.
Anti-air. Full approach. Ready. Attention to the designated grid zone.
Oh, that went bad.
Under unconscious.
Just went bad. F-16C is going to be a lot of fun. I'm curious if they'll do any more than that. I don't feel like they will. I think a lot I'm just curious to see where they stop in terms of how new they go. Will they go up to the F-18? Will they stop at the F-16, F-15, F-14? What's going to be the limit they go with?
Gun in action.
Because from there, we can probably predict that they will backfill a lot.
Thank you very much.
Good hit.
Attention to the designated grid square. Target destroyed.
Took a shot at me from somewhere. Where did that one come from? There he goes.
Pressure on.
We got him.
Is close.
They were shooting at. Those would be hilarious, but I can't ever see that getting added. I mean, even the F117 I feel is old enough it could get added, but I doubt it will. Just because I'm pretty sure a lot of that is still considered top secret. Oh, back over 1 million. Buy this one. That's right. That was one I still kind of needed. Yeah, I think that's probably where they're gonna stop, is the F-18, F-15. Nice, I have access to these now. So I can start researching them after I finish this one. Is it worth bothering with the first M60, or should I just go straight to this one? The Age of Sigmar version. Ain't that a classic tank? Let's look at this one, the Sheridan. I want to see what this one's like. So this is supposed to be a scout vehicle? What kind of vehicle is this supposed to be? What's that glass plate in there for? Maybe an extra shield? Yes. Absolutely. That's the kind of thing I can get behind. I think that's one of the reasons I've been playing From the Depths, is it helps fulfill that ridiculousness need. In fact, the other night, outside of streaming, I was experimenting around with the laser system, because you can set up a laser engine. To call it, that's a little bit strange. But your central laser system, and then you make transceivers to put them out to different weapons on your vehicle or defense systems on your vehicle. So you can use lasers to shoot down missiles. And depending on how much power you give the lasers, controls the color of the lasers. So then you can make your vehicle look like a massive disco light show whenever anything enters the area. I don't know. I love strategy games, and give me a good strategy game that mixes vehicle building with it. Oh, love it. Because there's this real issue, it feels like, in strategy, where it is so hard to hit operational strategy successfully. Like, tactical strategy games, easier to do. Like, I would consider something like Company of Heroes as tactical level strategy instead of strategic level strategy, being something closer to Hearts of Iron. But to hit that in between, where you're not necessarily dealing with an entire conflict or a single battle, but say that you are dealing with an operation encompassing a collection of battles, but not necessarily enough to make up the entire war that occurs. And I think that's something that From the Depths gives me in a good way, because it has the combination of all of them. You know, I gotta worry about the strategic tactics I use when I actually engage an enemy, operational tactics that get used when I want to engage a larger faction, or how I intend to win such a war of attrition or of territory. I just saw him go behind that train. Hi, how are you? Oh, come on. Ricochet. It's like when I'm looking for a war game to play at that kind of level, I'm more interested in finding something that would be of use to officers to practice with. Stuff that's actually makes use of knowledge in a correct way. And there are a lot of things that war games get very incorrect about this, in many, many different fashions.
Turret rotation mechanism is inoperative.
I have to... That's right, I gotta fix myself. I'm hurt. think one of the things that has changed is, so Total War as a series has changed a lot, and that's been one of my favorite series for a long time. But one of the ways in which it's changed was that tactics stopped mattering, and instead power and mass became what was important. Yeah, you help me, I'm gonna help you. But within, say, and my favorite out of all of them is Empire, Total War, for a few different reasons. But the key reason is because your main component of fighting never changes. You are always going to be fielding line infantry from the beginning of the game to the end of the game. You are always going to field cannons from the beginning of the game to the end of the game. But because of that, the way you grow and change is through knowledge of tactics, knowledge of strategy, new ways of operating things. So instead of getting a new unit that does twice the damage, you now unlock rank by fire, meaning first rank of soldiers fires off their rounds, kneels down, second rank fires off their rounds. But until you've developed the knowledge and training to do that, it makes it... It's just that I like that kind of system because it pays more attention to how tactics evolve during that time. More so than that weapons were the only thing that changed. Or that, oh, because your unit does twice as much damage in this conflict now, I win. Ooh, that's not interesting.
Attention to the map.
There's all kinds of weird examples you can pull from Total War itself with back to the original Rome Total War, and the amount of detail given to, say, the way soldiers move between formations. In modern Total Wars, the way it works is each formation of soldiers kind of acts as a blob, a mass of soldiers. And so in order to, say, move soldiers through another group, you just kind of either need to move the groups out of the way to clear that path so they can move through it, smash them into it and hope it diffuses through it, which it will eventually. But in earlier Total War games, the way it worked is that the formations would actually adjust themselves. They would make a hole so that people could go through it. And that's how they would do that. Nope. But there was just more attention given to that sort of formation pathfinding. And it's a shame I don't feel we'll ever see games like that from them again. I think, as much as I love Total War Warhammer, I think it's been just too much of a cash cow for them, and they're just going to be terrified of not doing stuff like that. I fully expect in the future we'll see Lord of the Rings Total War. I feel like that's a good assumption to make. See, I think that's another interesting thing that'll come about in games that aim for realism more, is just that the idea of fairness gets turned on its head. Because fair only becomes limited by physics. So the ability for you to field new equipment becomes a huge bonus, especially if you can field a lot of new equipment regularly, consistently. Hey, I got the thingy. Oh, that's right. I repaired my friend. We made it about 10 feet further, and then we both died. But for that 30 seconds we knew each other, I trusted them with my life. I think the inherent issue with trying to build a good strategy game just comes down to the issue of development. And I've talked about it before, the doctrinal issue. So, a lot of strategy games have to, by the nature of how players want to play a game, give you full and absolute control, sovereign control over what happens. All orders, all resources, all decisions must come from you, the player. The opposite of this being a more ad hoc system of various organizations. I've heard the Joint Chief of Staff system referenced before as a, where you've got many different parties all giving input into how something should be done. And replicating that in game form becomes significantly more difficult, because it becomes very uneven very quickly. Different jobs do not do the same things. Trying to match such a thing to a demographic becomes difficult. You know, I see it all the time with any games that are multiplayer and allow you to take control of, say, a large ship or things like that. Unfortunately, unless you've got a player that is super, super duper into radars and that's all they want to do is they love radars, you're not going to have a radar person. It just seems like one of those things that's really difficult to avoid. Because trying to market a game like that is hard. You want to get it out to the groups that'll match with it, but if they only match to, say, one segment of it, how do you effectively market that? Ow, why would you do that? You pop me right in the face like that. Oh my god! That was sick. Well, get down. Got a real nice kill though. That was good. Like, personally, I love those kind of games, and that's how, like, an actual military leadership course would be taught, is using closer to a Joint Chief of Staff system, because every officer is going to be trained for a different role. So the idea of, yeah, you're radar guy, and hey, you're logistics person, is what makes sense in that scenario, because that's what you're actively being trained for. Yes, I will agree. Out of all of the modes in this game, tank battles definitely bring me the most fury. But ever since I started limiting my lineup so that I can't get stuck in a match for longer, it's been easier. Also, can I switch the thermal between white hot, black hot? Is that possible?
Roger. With that.
I think I want to go that way.
Victory is near.
Actually, I want to go this way. I saw him think. Oh, no, that's a shrub. It's a bush. I just shot at a bush. That's all it was. Sworn it was a baddie, but it was not. Damn it. Vicar? Vicar. Yeah, top tier is definitely frustrating, but it's also kind of hilarious at the same time because it's like the difference between playing Hell Let Loose and playing Squad. So in Hell Let Loose, things are a little bit slower, things are easier to react to, there's a little bit less going on. In Squad, you're gonna die a lot. From things you never saw. From distances you've never heard of. You're just gonna die a lot. That's how she goes. Modern combat is an absolute nightmare for different reasons.
We've captured most of the strategic zones.
Nice, good shot. That's a good shot. Conflict is horrifying in its own right, but they all come with their own flavor of horrifying. In the modern age, it's the idea of an enemy that's a robot can completely annihilate you and all of your team. And even if you defeat them, there's just more coming.
Victory is near.
They're just machines and they can be rebuilt over and over. Oh, hello there. Fancy seeing you here. Let me lock you! Nope, I guess not. Doesn't want me to. Sprocket. Well, I've been playing From the Depths recently, which is also a vehicle designer game. A little bit different, but in the similar vein. Alright, now why did that time it lock?
Another zone captured, we have the advantage.
But I have played... I do play a lot of the vehicle designer games. It's one of my favorite genres. Any sort of builder. Sprocket is not one that I've played, but I have seen another one in the same vein that's coming out called Fly Off, maybe? But that one was going to be airplane-based. Yeah, is there an upgrade for it, at least, somewhere in the tree? Oh, screw this. At this point, I'm better off just windaging it myself. Come on, that's right. Come on. Oh, come on, turn towards me. Head on, fight me. Fight me! Fight me! Hello there. Ow. I missed all of it. It was fly out. Other ones that I've played... The biggest issue with the vehicle building genre is just that so many people try, and it feels like they all get halfway there, and what I want to see done is somebody to take the best pieces from each of them, because like I have one called Main Assembly, and there's a part of that building system that I really love, that it allows you to model the chassis yourself. You can actually extend the vertices, you can extrude the faces, you can redo it in more of a modeling way instead of being limited to parts and pieces. T32, got it. Let's buy it. Not using it here. Okay, what next? What should be the next thing I get? I wonder. What do you guys think? What should be the next vehicle I work on in here? Should I just get the M103? Or should I start working on one of these? I'd like to get the Bradley. That's one that I'm aiming for. 103? Alright, we'll go with the 103. We'll finish out this tree then so we can move everyone on to the next. Next rank for all. In here. UH-1B. I love the Little Bird. Easily one of my top favorite helicopters. As much as I love the Black Hawk, the Little Bird is great. And I'm burning through my cash reserves now. Okay. So that's going to be everything for tonight. So thank you everyone for joining me. I believe this is the last night for ground for right now. Tomorrow night will be air again. And I believe next Wednesday, if I timed things correctly, yes, I think they do. The Little Bird does get Hellfires. I'm fairly certain they do. Let me check real quick. Yes, it gets 4. That's plenty. But I should be starting doing a once a week naval night on Wednesdays, starting next Wednesday. So for anybody that's kind of interested in seeing what Navy works like in this game, I'm not super far in it. I played a little bit before I started streaming. I'm up to rank 3, working on it in there. So give you an idea of what that's like. Don't mess with the coast stuff. I haven't found any real great use for them. The biggest interesting stuff is you got ones like this that get missiles. And that's it. Also, this thing, neat, way too slow. Trash. But anyway, so that's everything for tonight. I hope everybody has a great night. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Goodbye.